Hi, welcome to the Strategy Analysis and Accounting Analysis of Ansell. Ansell is an Australian public company. The principal business of this company involves development and manufacturing a variety of protective products, including rubber gloves and condoms. Ansell belongs to the rubber product manufacturing industry, which is a mature and declining industry, having a low profit margin. However, specifically, Ansell also belongs to the rubber gloves industry, which is growing. This because of the legislation on occupational safety and also because of an increased health awareness. The main cost in this industry is wages and raw materials. Accordingly, Malaysia becomes the largest explorer in the world. Here, Ansell owns about 20% of the rubber gloves market. The turnover asset is high, and the degree of depreciation and switching cost is low, so overall the competition is severe. Threat from new entrants is low, even though the turnover is high, which means it's easy to come into this industry and also easy to go out. But because the profit margin is low, this industry is not so attractive. The threat of substitute products is also low, because there are a lot of rubber products manufacturers in this industry. So Ansell does not have a very strong bargaining power to the supplier. The bargaining power to the buyer is also low. Given the overall background of the industry, Ansell is following a depreciation competitive strategy rather than offering the customer a lower price. Is try to understand the real desire of its buyers so it can add value to its products. For example, Ansell have a very brilliant sales team. This sales team provides education program to the customers to build a long-term relationship. Ansell also have a brand development strategy to differentiate its products. Now let's move on to the strategy analysis. Ansell have a global strategy. It's try to take opportunity of the new market like Middle East and Asia. It also spend a lot of effect on the development of new products and new technology to differentiate its products and to control cost. In addition, Ansell have a lot of acquisition during the last few years. By doing this, it can acquire professional knowledge in a certain field like military, and it also help Ansell to increase its market share. Now let's do the accounting analysis. Here I would like to draw your attention to the noise from accounting policy. Acquisition sometimes can generate a very huge goodwill as intangible assets. However, such kind of assets does not necessarily generate revenue for the company. Also, when the company spends some money to build a long-term relationship with a certain buyer, it can be beneficial for the company for long term. However, such kind of expenditure cannot be capitalized according accounting policy. Here we are doing the 6 steps accounting analysis. First of all, we identify the principal accounting policy. Since Ansell is a manufacturing company, so the inventory treatment and the recognition of revenue is very important. Also, because of it have a lot of acquisition, so the treatment of goodwill and the consolidation accounting are important. Ansell express its revenue in terms of US dollars and then translated into Australian dollars. So the foreign currency translation is important for Ansell. Step 2. Accounting flexibility. Ansell has some flexibility in terms of the R&D expenditure. It can be capitalized in terms of the company's judgment. Also, when doing the intangible impairment test, the company can make some judgment to say whether or not there is an impairment indicator. Also, the company can set a provision rate, can determine at which point to recognize the revenue. Step 3 is the accounting strategy. The main policy of Ansell is similar to the rest of the industry, and also there is no significant change of the accounting policy or accounting assumption during the last 5 years. But there are some managers' incentives in terms of loan contracts, and also they have a long-term cash-based incentive strategy. Step 4. Ansell did a good job in terms of accounting disclosure, especially the segment disclosure, the related transaction, and the risk management. But there are weaknesses. In terms of employee benefits, there are two kinds of assumptions. Ansell tell us about the financial assumptions, but about the demographic assumption, like how many people will stay with the company after 10 years. Ansell just tell us it's going to use the history rate. What the history rate is, we don't know. Also, we don't know the provision rate. We don't know the interest rate Ansell charged to its buyer in terms of accounts receivable. And Ansell has a legal case with another company in recent years. However, there is no information to tell us what will happen if the company loses the case. Step 5, counting red flag. Here, we focus on the goodwill. We can see the number of goodwill is very huge, almost 1 out of 3 of the equity. Another point is the foreign currency translation. It can generate a huge gain or loss in terms of the comprehensive income. For step 6, please refer to the PowerPoint slide. That's all of this video. Thank you for your watching.